shuts you down once again. You feel unsure inside, like your dreams have to hide, but you can't let them down. Gotta work this out. You deserve what you've earned. Don't keep hurting yourself. Go and get what you want. Be your greatest self. You can be fearless every day. Go on, speak your mind. What does your heart wanna say? Shout it from the rooftops. Once you start, you won't stop. 'Cause it feels so good to be. 'Cause you are fearless. 'Cause you are fearless. 'Cause you are fearless. Fearless. And now you're in control of your mind, body, soul. Just take in the light. Welcome to your life. Yes, it feels so unreal when you love yourself. Go and get what you want. Be your greatest self. You can be fearless every day. Go on, speak your mind. What does your heart wanna say? Shout it from the rooftops. Once you start, you won't stop. 'Cause it feels so good to be. 'Cause you are fearless. 'Cause you are fearless. 'Cause you are fearless. Fearless. When the doubts once again come into view, and they're waiting to tell you what to do, and the fear inside gets so strong, just sing your fearless song. You can be fearless every day. Go on, speak your mind. What does your heart wanna say? Shout it from the rooftops. Once you start, you won't stop. 'Cause it feels so good to be. 'Cause you are fearless. 'Cause you are fearless. Yeah. 'Cause you are fearless. 'Cause you are fearless. 'Cause you are fearless.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to It Matters Radio. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. My name is Monica Brinkman, if this is your first time here, and we always have a very, very special guest on our Sunday shows. And we search the world for talent, and I tell you, tonight we have found some talent. So, without further ado, as you all know, Carrie Hall works very, very hard to find wonderful, wonderful artists and talent. And hi, Carrie. And she's just,
Hi,
yeah, would you introduce us to this lovely lady?
I would be delighted, ladies and gentlemen. This is the delightful Raffaella. She is a singer, a songwriter, a actress, and just a fabulous artist. Welcome, Raffaella, to It Matters Radio.
Yeah, hi, Raffaella.
Thank you. Hi.
I wanted
So,
to ask
Rafa,
you
yeah,
right
go
off
ahead.
the bat, though. I'm sorry, Carrie. Um, how do you like your fans to know you? As Raffaella or
Yeah,
as.
call Raffaella.
Okay, all right. I
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure.
Right.
All right, Carrie.
No problem. So, we're going to go back to your little hometown. You are a young lady. What got you interested in music, and were you always talented from that age on?
Um, so I grew up, I'm from New York, and I grew up on Long Island, and it was kind of just, it's like my very first memories are of the theater. Like when I was younger, much like 3, 4, 5 years old, my grandma babysat me often, and she was a theater actress, so I would go and I would watch her rehearse. And I remember very fondly one rehearsal, she was the lead in Showboat. And I just remember everyone admiring my grandmother and she just being so beautiful and just being so happy and acting, performing, and just having so much fun. And by the age of 5, I was in my first show. I was a little princess in The King and I.
Aw.
I just lived with my mom. And this theater was the same theater that my grandma did Showboat. So it kind of like grew. I grew up thinking of it as home and just family, love, and I just wanted to do it forever. So as I got older, I did lots of regional theater all throughout high school and college, and I wanted to do it for real. So I mean, it's in my blood, and that's kind of just how I got started. I just never saw myself doing anything else, and it just kind of progressed in all arenas of entertainment.
Yes. You have been in over 50 community theaters and regional theaters doing various probably musicals and plays. Do you have a favorite play or musical that you really enjoy performing in?
Yes, well, it's hard. It's really hard. My favorite, I have to say, though, for me was I played Mimi in Rent. That was just really cool, like really fun for me. I also played Little Edie in Grey Gardens. That was super fun and just different. And what else? Those I have to say are my top 2. Definitely my top 2. And I played Eponine in Les Mis. That was also just a dream come true.
Wow, that's better. I'm just going to throw this out to you, Raffaella. Are you thinking maybe Broadway eventually?
Yes, that is definitely a goal. That's always been my goal. That's where my roots are, is musical theater. Just the road, when it was time for me to go to school, I didn't have the courage to just go for it full time, be musical theater, be an actress. So I went to liberal arts college. I went to Sarah Lawrence, and that's kind of where I discovered that I was a great writer and I really loved writing. The school is all about writing. And while I was in that school, I was pursuing my career at the same time in the theater-wise, musical theater in the city, going on auditions, getting to producers, The Wire, preparing for these roles, and at the same time having to show up for school and papers and midterms, and so it was just a little much, and that's when I kind of realized I don't want a backup plan. I mean, Sarah Lawrence was fabulous because I wanted to be well-rounded, and I feel like that's kind of what sparked my interest too in everything else. So I convinced my parents to let me take a matriculated leave, and I just created my own schedule: dance class, voice lessons, acting lessons, guitar lessons, and I was going on open calls every week, preparing and applying and auditioning for everything and anything. And I booked an off-Broadway gig. It's called, for the show called The Red and the Black. And I booked a gig with the Berman Brothers, which sparked my interest in pop music, where I learned that I applied because I was like, oh, they're looking for a singer. I sing, cool. And then I realized I can write music, and I like that, and that's a whole other world. And so, yeah, eventually Broadway, that's where I want to go, but I can't do everything at once, and I've told myself that. But the pop music thing kind of seems to be where I'm getting the most success and attention and getting the most work, because again, some producers came across my CD, and right now I have a 1.5-year development deal with a producer and writer team from Sony Music who just started their own label.
Yeah, and
Cool.
you never know how your life's going to turn.
Yeah.
One dream that you had might change
Yeah.
into this new dream and this new goal. Because
Yeah.
obviously, I mean, you have talent, and do you write any of your own lyrics or anything?
Yeah, so for my first EP, I wrote the lyrics to every song.
Every song.
With
Oh,
Hurricane,
okay.
yeah. With my new EP that I'm going to be releasing under Enrage Entertainment, I'm going to be writing all the lyrics as well, and then in the music. And just Hurricane was not written by me. It existed before I even knew Ebony and Bruce, who are the people who own Enrage. and they were kind of looking for an artist to give it to. It was just kind of a song that they wrote, and nothing ever came about. It was kind of just a demo. And during that very time, I started becoming friends with Chris Red, who is the gentleman who raps on the song.
Yes.
And he was super cool. Right away, our energies were just magnetic, and we were just started talking. And he was a rapper, and I was a singer. And we're like, let's collaborate. So usually when you say that to people, it never really happens. Especially out here in LA, people kind of just talk, So I was like, no, this song is for me and Chris Red. So I heard it, and I just asked if I kind of pitched the idea and told him what was going on. And the song really spoke to me too. It kind of was a continuous theme and message to what I'm all about, which is women empowerment.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a very powerful song, isn't it, Kerry?
Wow. Oh my God, girl. Woo, knock me over with a feather. It's fantastic.
Aw,
so
thank you.
I'm going to go back a little bit to Sarah Lawrence. You were the only freshman, I believe, that actually got into senior classes. Is that correct?
Yeah, so there was a singing workshop that took place in Sarah Lawrence that everybody wanted to audition for. I mean, on audition night, the line was just out the door along the campus. And, I mean, everyone and their mother wants to audition for it because we worked with the pianist for Bryan Singer. And then our coach, Sherry, she worked with everybody and anybody. A lot of the musical talent that came out of Sarah Lawrence, she worked with and she nurtured, and she was friends with, some of the greats. So to be under her wing and to get mentored by her, you had to be unbelievable. So I auditioned just for the heck of it. Sorry.
That's okay.
That's okay. That's all right. You can say hell.
Shy. Like I don't, so people knew me as just super shy, and were like, "Why are you how could you discussion on the line waiting to audition? Good luck with that. It's only seniors only get in, or So, I mean, I ended up getting in, and that was the highlight for me of Sarah Lawrence.
It sounds like you're not afraid, though. I mean, to put it out there and go for it. You're not listening to these people.
I'm a secret fireball. Secret fireball.
Definitely.
Just like a hurricane.
Right. That's a good word for it. So in 2011, you released your first EP, I believe. Why don't you talk a little bit about that and maybe where we can find that to start with?
Okay, sure. So I wrote 4 songs. So What, Thunder, Anger and Me. That's 3 songs. I'm missing one. Oh, Me Against the World. And basically I came up with these narratives of all these different stories that I wanted to tell for me. And Christian Berman, he came up with kind of like the track and the instruments and stuff. It was like, ooh, this is a good feel for your story. So what do you think? And I'd be like, yeah, that's awesome. Let's do it. And then we sat in the studio and I wrote the lyrics, and he would kind of like, ooh, let's do this kind of melody here. What do you think of this kind of thing? And the next day I'd record what he was doing, what we did, and the next day I'd go in the studio and record it. So it was a really challenging experience, great experience. But I wrote it like on my innocent 19-year-old self, the song So What, which has some hits on YouTube. I think it's my most well-known song off the EP. I wrote it off of the very thing of The Little Mermaid, Ariel, when she's looking at the flower and she goes, he loves me not. Aww. He loves me. So my whole thing was, he loves you not, so what? You know what I mean? So the song's called So What, and the lyrics are, even if he breaks my heart, I say so what? So it's just about, again, empowering females to take the lead, take the charge, and, if you want something, go for it. If you want the guy, don't, I love The Little Mermaid Ariel. She's my favorite
yes.
Disney princess. So that's why I always wanted to do something with the whole he loves me not. Like, I thought that'd be fun lyrics in a song. I'm, that song was written based off that fantasy, or, being Ariel, but what I would do if I was in her position.
So what? No, I'm just teasing.
Yeah, exactly. If just me, whatever. Next one,
What's the EP called, by the way? I'm sorry. What's it called?
It's just, there's no name. It's just
Okay.
Raffaella and my EP.
Okay. Now, just to start off with, where can we find that EP to purchase? Just to start off with.
Well, all of those songs are actually on iTunes under
Okay.
Raffaella Capp. Yeah. Yeah. They're not anywhere. They're not anywhere else. And I have lots of copies here. They're not in stores or anything like that. So.
But hey, that's a start. So,
Yeah.
I want you to think about, what would you like your fans to know about you that they don't know right now?
Okay. And answer it right now. Okay.
Not putting you
What
in the
you don't
spot.
what they don't know about me is that my favorite color is green.
Okay.
There you go.
Hey.
I love to eat. People are like, I don't get, like, I'm a huge foodie. People are like, I would never get that, looking at you. But you ask my boyfriend every week, it's like, what restaurant are we eating at this week? Like, what can we try around town? Pizza. I love pizza. I love me some egg sandwiches from New York City. I'm a foodie. I love
Well,
food.
New York has the best food. I have to
Yes.
say that. I've been on the West Coast and the East Coast, the Midwest, and
Mhm.
oh God, New York has the food.
Yep. I like the Nathan hot dogs. Those are my favorite. I love
Mm.
Nathan hot dogs.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Yeah,
So,
I miss pork roll. I gotta tell you.
yeah, so, Monica, I think we should take the musical break
I
at this
do
point.
too.
And when we come back, Raffaella, I'd like to talk to you about your film.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay, folks, here we go. We'll be right back.
You can't break me over and over again. You are inside of me more than a friend. say I'm beautiful and you like my style. Appearances are trivial. I'm more than meets the eye. So if you're looking for a Barbie, baby, you don't want me. I never play around. There's a name for women like me. Every one of us be knocking you to the ground. Are you listening? I'm a hurricane. 1, 2 times to say I'm a hurricane. I ain't a cheerleader, I'm a champion. I'm the wind and the rain like the Amazon.
Okay.
Are you listening? I'm a hurricane. I'm dangerous, you better run. You should be scared of me. I'll make it rain, Jack on me storm. I'm all you can read. So if you're looking for a queen bee, I ain't got no honey. I never make it sweet. There's a name for women like me. Every one of us be knocking you to your knees. Yeah. Are you listening? I'm a hurricane. 1, 2 times to say I'm a hurricane. I ain't a cheerleader, I'm a champion. I'm the wind and the rain like the Amazon. Are you listening? I'm a hurricane.
Power, feel it when I'm near you. Strength runs deeper than appearance. She's a boss chick walking, homie. To cross her, you need clearance. She's a force, don't take it lightly. Amazon, part Aphrodite. I'm listening, that's so like me to recognize a queen dress pants or a nightie. I stay woke, I be awake. Awake and bake, but she don't bake. She call those shots and get that cake. Like Beyonce on her birthday. And if you thirsty looking partial, hit you with that lemonade. If you thirsty looking partial, hit you with that lemonade.
Are you listening? Listen, baby, I'm a hurricane. 1, 2 times to say I'm a hurricane. 'Cause you know that I ain't a cheerleader, I'm a champion. I'm the wind and the rain like the Amazon. Are you listening? I'm a hurricane.
I'm a
Hurricane, hurricane. I'm a hurricane. Say I'm a hurricane. I'm a hurricane. Hurricane.
Hi again, folks. Welcome back. Some great music from Raffaella. So, Raffaella, you actually filmed and starred in a film.
Mhm.
Talk a little bit about that.
The film that I wrote, Taking
Yeah.
a Chance on Love.
Uh-huh.
So it started with I wanted an opportunity to act when I moved from New York to out here, and I was meeting with a bunch of agents. They were all telling me the same thing. You need to create your own content. You need to create material, continue working, never stop. So with that, I wrote a short film with the romantic comedy kind of feel that I always dreamed of being in.
Yeah.
And all my acting friends an opportunity to act and collaborate, and my sister cast it, and my dad's a writer, so he kind of helped me. He didn't help me write it, but I wrote the script and was like, "Hey, Dad, what do you think?" kind of thing. And so it was a wonderful experience because I got to act in a role that I created for myself. And again, it's kind of a lame female empowerment thing, but it's kind of along the lines of female empowerment. I think I was young when I wrote it, so I think it could have been the message could have been just or people just in general. But my idea was to give to give people the power, relay the message that you have the power to take a chance. Because I feel like in today's world, us as women are just, feel that it's guys asking you out or initiate things. And I mean, I got my boyfriend, I got to thing by like telling him to grow a pair and ask me out on a date. Like, not that's very vulgar, but the movie is about a young woman who is sick of getting her heart broken, and she kind of got herself fit, and
What does she do?
she takes the initiative and takes a chance on love
Ah,
instead of acting like a victim about when it comes time to guys.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
So,
absolutely.
so that film that you did it actually get to the film festival, I believe? Was it Hollywood and Vine Film Festival? Am I correct?
I think it was selected at the Hollywood and Vine, yes, and it was also a selection at the Dances with Films Festival, which is it was in the
Right.
kids.
And there
Yeah.
was the song "So What." Didn't that get also selected, or the yes?
Yes. So what was in the Dances with Films Festival, and it was also in the International Family Film Festival, and it won actually at the International Family Film Festival, and it was in the Hollywood and Vine Film Festival.
Wow. So you thinking about doing some future films? Maybe write another film?
Yeah, absolutely. That would be eventually the goal, with some of the people that I admire. I mean, Barbara Streisand's an oldie, but she's a goodie. She did Broadway. She recorded her own album. She acted in film. She directed her own film that she starred in. You know what I mean? She did everything.
Yeah.
I love Sandra Bullock. She has her own production company. She created the Miss Congeniality franchise. She produces her own things. She's a full circle kind of woman. Same with, Angelina Jolie, writing and directing her own film. She's a philanthropist. She does different things, but she does a lot of things. So yeah, eventually I'd like to in the future write and direct and do that for myself as well. Have that power to do that.
Well,
Wow.
what I like about that, excuse me, is you have the vision when you write it. You
Mhm.
know what you want to see in the film,
Mhm.
and and then to even be able to act in it on top of it, you know exactly how you want that character to be.
Mhm.
And I can't think of anything better. Um, I I just know that a lot of authors get upset because they'll write something, they'll have this idea, and by the time they see the film, it's like, was that my book? You know?
Mhm.
So, w- I think it's a wise thing to do to take the avenue and have that goal
Mhm.
because I believe you get a much better product when you start
Right.
Yeah.
from what it's supposed to be, and who else can see that better than the person who wrote it and put their heart, sweat, and tears into that, and who knows those characters in and out. So it's yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's fabulous, and you are so young, you sweet thing. It's good to start out as young as possible. So, if you could think of a title of your life so far, what would be the title?
That's hard.
Yeah, it is.
That's an interesting question. That's something to think about. Roller coaster.
Okay, that's
The
good.
roller coaster.
Right. So, do you prefer doing music live or studio? Which one do you?
um, it depends. It depends. I have to be really in love with like. There's been times where I've had to perform and sing, and I'm not really a fan of the music I've had to perform and sing live. So
Mhm.
I get nervous and in my head, and I'm not really fully comfortable. But when I am fully 100% comfortable and I have it, like I like to have it nailed. Like when I'm performing as a character and it's been rehearsed and I'm in love with that character, or it's just, for my singing workshop that I did with Sherry for our show, I got to pick the songs that I wanted to work with and I just rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed. And it were things that I was in love with and I knew showcased me. So I get a thrill out of that. But if it's something that, like, not totally 100% with, I'm not really about performing live.
Okay.
But in the studio, I get super nervous, but I get super excited because the studio is super intimate and you have to be super perfect and super focused. It's a totally different, thing to tackle. Totally different thing. Totally
Wow.
different. I love both, but they both give me the nerves, and yeah.
They
Wow.
say they say having the nerves is a good thing, though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The best
They,
have them, always.
you have them in your stomach when you're acting. Yeah, then you tend to, at least in my experience, you tend to do a better performance if you're nervous.
Yeah.
I did. So, where do you see yourself, Raffaella, let's say in a year from now? Where would you like to be?
A year from now, hopefully, well, not hopefully, the goal is to have performed in a few venues in Los Angeles. This live set that I'm currently working on with Enrage, to have my EP songs that I've written, have them released, and yeah. So just to kind of in a year from now, I hope the world can really see who I am.
Yeah, get to know you.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
How can they contact you
Yes.
if they watch the show and they said, "Oh gosh, we loved her. We're really a fan of Raffaella's." How do they reach you?
I can be reached on Facebook. My Facebook page is Raffaella. And then from there, I share my Instagram stuff and my Twitter stuff. But if you can't find me on Twitter and Instagram, you can it'll say on my Facebook page.
Okay.
But my Twitter and Instagram is Ellabella. So that's how you
Okay.
can follow me and find me. And I post mostly everything there.
Wow. So, where can we find your music to purchase, if that is possible?
So right now everything's for free. I'm just trying to build a fan base and
Good.
share myself with people. Not charging anyone anything yet.
Okay.
Or I don't know. At the moment, no. But my music can be found on SoundCloud under
Okay.
Enraged Entertainment. So
Okay.
that's where you can find it. And I usually on my Facebook and my Instagram and under my YouTube videos, I post links to where you can get songs that I recorded and stuff.
Do you know,
Good.
Raffaella, you just said something that I probably say to most guests that come on the show. The way to really uh, reach a goal, such as you're trying to do with your music right now, is to get that fan base.
Yeah.
Because you're going to waste money by putting a bunch of money in something and throwing it on, out there to sell for a download for 99 cents or whatever, when really what you need to do is get yourself known, have enough fans, or okay, now it's worth it for me to release this or to go tour a few towns or such, because I can
Yeah.
make some money out of it now. And most people don't have the patience or professionalism that you have to do that. So you're very wise for a young lady, I must say that.
Oh, thank you.
Mama
You're
and
you're
Papa and all taught you well.
Yes, you did. And yeah, you're heading in the right direction, my dear. You really are. And you're such, oh my God, what a powerful, powerful powerhouse you are. Your
Oh,
voice
thank
is
you.
When did you
wonderful.
realize you could sing, though? I mean, really sing.
When I sang when I was booking, like in high school, and when I was younger too, because I was doing all those shows,
Right.
in the community theater world and regional theater world. But I was constantly, not to sound like my head is like think of myself on a pedestal, but I was constantly booking roles, in the theater community and getting incredible feedback and people saying like, I can't wait to see you on Broadway one day, or you are something else, or like, so that kind of stuff makes you think, wow, maybe I am really good. Maybe I should think about taking this professionally to the next level,
Yeah,
especially,
this isn't just fun. People
yeah,
actually really are enjoying this. And I love it too, right?
yeah.
Right.
And I
So
want to continue to touch people in that way, the way I was it was just,
When
yeah.
you talk about the theater, I don't know of any uh, area that you touch more people with than the theater because,
Hmm.
films are great and all that, but I would much rather go to the theater because you're watching it live right there, right then. And you're not taking take after take after take to get it right.
Mm.
You know, that's what talent is. What you see is what you get right there, you know.
Mhm. It's
So
true. True.
it's wonderful. So I encourage
So,
more people to go to the theater. Great
yes.
songs too in these
And
musicals.
and we encourage you to check Raffaella out on Facebook. And do you have a website, perchance,
I
Ella?
do. It's RaffaellaCapp.com.
Okay. At RaffaellaCap.com. Check her out. She's fabulous.
She
So,
is.
one last question. What advice would you give some young lady or young man in your position right now?
To well, I never fit in. Like I may look normal, I don't know, like a normal human being, where people might think, oh, she had it easy or whatever. I don't know what people think when they look at me, but a lot of people do. They judge me when they first see me, and they're like, oh, she's ABCD, she's not friendly, she's this, she's that, all because of simply by the way I look. But all throughout high school, all throughout my life, I've always been like a wallflower, severely shy, and this has been my form of expression. Um, so I guess the point is to tell those people who are those wallflowers or feel like society is putting these pressures to be and do certain things, that to just listen to your voice that's different inside, because that's what makes you unique and special, and no one else has that, and that's your gift that you should be sharing with the world. And that's basically what I've learned through the emotional roller coaster of my life. And I want to pass it on to people,
Yeah.
to be empowered and with their individuality, and to share it and embrace it. Because yeah, I feel like for me, I just grew up thinking I had to be and look a certain way or act a certain way, or
Uh-huh. Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
absolutely. No, you're right, because there's only one you, and you can pretend you're somebody else, try to act like somebody else, but when it comes down to it, you're who you are, and that's who you should present to the world, just like you're doing, and I think it's great. Um, I hope that people will get encouraged by your words also, because you talk like it's nothing. Oh, I did this, I did this, I did this. My goodness, you were young and you were performing. You're going to school. You're doing all the things that young people do, and there had to be some pressure in that. I mean, I know you loved it, but was there ever times you were just like, I just don't want to do this, or?
Yeah, there's definitely a certain pressure because, to be honest, not to, again, I feel like when I talk, I feel like I don't mean to, but I almost feel like I brag, but it's not intentional.
Right.
Right.
Um, but everything I've done and has happened, it's because I've created my own way and I've worked as hard as I have, because I don't have a Criminal Minds credit, on
Uh-huh.
TV, or I don't. I'm not really related to anybody in the business or know anybody, so I've worked day in and day out creating these opportunities. So it is a lot of work, but when you want something, you just don't stop. You know what I mean? So when you want something, go for it. People that are negative or give you negative energy or talk you out of it or talk you down, or just people that have tried and didn't succeed, so they're talking from their own fears and their own experiences.
Yeah.
Right.
So for people, I guess the message is, yes, it's tiring. I feel like at the age that I'm at now, I'm kind of like, whoo, my battery needs to be recharged or something, or I need to go on vacation, Or I just want to sit and watch a marathon of The Bachelor forever and never get out of my bed, I do
Right.
have those moments, and it's important to embrace those moments but yeah, I guess the message would be, it is hard work. It's not like, oh, I just did this or I just did that. It's a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of having to pitch myself, putting myself out there, feeling extremely uncomfortable, feeling like an idiot. um, People not exactly liking my work, because taking a chance on love is a sweet film, but I was a student and I made it. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of belief in yourself. It's very hard. It's not just look, I did this, or look, I did that. It's really a lot of self-talk and motivation, and
Yeah.
Right.
creating balance within it. Not the
Mhm.
crazy, within
Right,
the crazy.
because what people see is the outcome. They don't see everything that went into this and the
Yeah.
perseverance and yeah. And you're so right. People do have to put themselves out there because nobody's going to come knocking at your door and go, "Oh, we got this great role for you," or "We got this song we wrote for you." You know, it's not going to happen. You need to, you need
Yeah.
to go out there and do it.
Yeah. You are putting yourself out there, Raffaella, excellently. And
Yeah.
it's amazing. I'm still stunned that you've done over 50 shows. I mean, not to talk about myself that much, but I think I've done maybe 12. I mean, 50 is amazing, girl. I don't know where you get the energy. So what does Raffaella do to relax? Since we were
I
talking.
do have my off days, where you know what? Even today was my off. This is a day off I have. So I had another interview this morning. I had therapy. I got a new phone. It's just, but I really make sure I'm gonna allow myself to watch The Bachelor after this and just kind of order food.
Cool.
And I do yoga. I do yoga, and that's definitely, I have to say, a big thing is I do yoga and I go for runs. So it's kind of like
Okay.
where I let everything float.
Let it
and-
all go out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very good thing to do. Well,
Right.
Raffaella, I thank you so much for joining us, and
Thank you.
I'm happy that people could get an inside look at you a little bit and see who this person behind this wonderful song and the wonderful performances you've done. And please, once you get that album together, come back and we will
Aw,
present
thank you.
that to everyone too. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So,
All right.
Raffaella, I'm going to say bye for now.
Okay.
And
Thank you so much. We
break
really
a
Bye.
leg,
appreciate
okay?
it.
All right. Thank you,
Right.
ladies. I appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh gosh, Carrie, she's delightful.
Isn't she a cutie? And she's such, you know what, Monica? It always impresses me that people, I wish I had the savoir faire to start that young, at 18 or 19 or whenever she
Right.
started. It's amazing. And boy, energy. That girl has energy. I don't know where she gets it from, but
Well,
she,
she's a very, like she was bragging. I think she's very humble because
yeah.
no one knows, like you said, 50, what it takes to do that, and at a young age to do so much. Also, she's just beginning, and I think she's gonna spiral. I really
Yes.
do. So,
And what an inspiration. I have to, her thinking about stay positive. Don't let the, bad people get you down.
yeah,
And the big word, and I love this word, Monica, is persevere.
yeah,
Love that word. And I wanted to tell her, in case she watches this or joins us, you are enough. That's what I go by now. That's my saying. You are enough.
right.
So you are enough, and you're wonderful, Raffaella. Just
Yeah,
wanted.
yeah, and I think the people who hear her wonderful voice and have watched her and any of her shows understand that. Well, it was nice to have a little bit of diversity today, a little bit of theater, and along with the
Yes.
music. But speaking of music, we're going to play another song, and folks, check Raffaella out. She's a wonderful, wonderful person, and I know she would love to hear from you. So go to Facebook. It's Raffaella.
Right.
Raffaella.
Raffaella. Raffaella.
Thank you. I knew Kerry would have it because,
You-
gosh,
my
you
brain.
know me in names. I'm always that way. Okay, folks, enjoy this music and check out our shows Monday through
Yes.
Saturday also,
Saturday.
7
7
p.m.
p.m. Eastern.
Right. And
Sundays, 3 p.m. Eastern.
that's it. That's all you got to know. And
Come on
folks,
in.
thanks for joining us tonight. And you all take care. Bye-bye for
Bye.
now.
Over 400 years have passed, yet we remain humbled, but fellas, by the magnificence of his words, with quill to parchment, the Bard of Avon. Would you please sit down? Painted tales of great comedy, searing tragedy.
Every day I see you there across the room. Can it be that you're staring at me? I made a promise that I'd find out really soon. I'm just afraid that it's all in my head. I wanna know you, I wanna be your girl. I need to know that I can be there for you someday. This love game's driving me crazy. He loves me, yeah, he loves me not. A petals on the floor, oh no, as I fall apart. He loves me, yeah, he loves me not. Even if he breaks my heart, I say, so what? So what, so what? So what, so what? So what, so what? I know I'm special, we should give ourselves a try. I need the courage to go and show